And welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show, the Saturday weekend edition where we don't start till 10:15 p.m. Actually, it's supposed to be 10, but, you know, I was running behind, and then look at the time. It was time. And then Lifer was live, and I was like, all right, give me a couple minutes. I got to hang out with the Lifer for a minute. And then he shouted out the channel. So shout out to the Lifer. What's up, Criscos? 333, my fellow Lifer, Givers Gain. He always reminds me every stream that Givers Gain and what it means to be a Lifer. Oh, there we are. All right, people. Let's get started. How's everybody feeling? The goat of the night, yes, is Crypto Quentin. He says, how's it going, guys? After working 4 hours, LOL. I'm so cooked. Man. Many days like that. I used to have a job when I was younger, for a season, I would say. I worked at Walmart in the bakery. It's a long story. I never wanted to do that, but yeah. I don't need to tell the whole story. But I was young. I was like 19, and you know, we did what 19-year-olds would do. We had our own place, and we would party way too much. And I remember so many times I'd have to be at work at like 3:30 a.m. and it'd be like 2 a.m. and I'd be like more than half in the bag, right? Because I was a young kid, and just thinking about, and I always went to work. Because, you know, there's not a lot of people at Walmart at 3:30 in the morning in the bakery. But man, my manager would give me such a hard time. I'd be like, I showed up, didn't I? Is that not enough? It's not, guys. It's not enough. But I was a young kid, so I thought I was doing something amazing by just showing up. What's up, everybody? Yep, shout out to the Sam and the Lifer. Yeah, we know what you meant. Yeah, love Sam, man. What a great guy. May God bless him continuously forever for everything he's done for us in this space and for me. And he cooks an amazing steak. Anyways, Rave song record up 14.8%. Ton up 9.7%. Siren up 7.1%. Just, I keep confusing Just with USDJ. And no, they're not the same thing. DXC up 3.4%. Let's go ahead and do the toggle down. Yes, I do know the news because I was watching the Lifers channel. Look at that, Blues guy. Gratitude and everything you give comes back around. I threw a couple super chats on the Lifers stream, and then I come here and Blues guy throws me a super chat. So remember, givers gain. Aria, we're 100 to 200 now. Aria 39.8%. Gwei, which I've said I like Gwei many times, 35.2% for Gwei. And Ultima 10.9%. What is this? Falcons? Yeah, Falcon Finance. I wanted to say Finance Falcon, and that just didn't roll off the tongue, and neither does Falcon Finance, to be honest with you. But it pumped the other day, and I was like, no way. I haven't heard about that coin since it came out, and it's just a financial coin. I don't know why anybody would get hyped over it, and there it is. Hey, the King of Flair in the house. We got UAI, or Unify. See what they did there? Network. Up 18%. Sky AI. Sky AI is a great name. Like, I just got to say, I don't know anything about this project. Let's pull it up, but it is a great name, I got to say. Yeah, 113.5 million in market cap. SkyAI.pro is the website. BNB smart contract. I don't see any contracts anywhere else, right? So I'm going to assume it's a BNB native token. Yep, BNB chain nowhere else. Categories. Really doesn't have any categories. This must be a very new coin. Let's go look at the max chart. Maybe not as new as I thought it was. April 20th, 2025. Look at that. Melissa throwing another $2 chat. Love you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you big time. Means the world to me that you guys show up stream after stream. Even when we stream for hours. The Lifer picked he was going through our channel. And he was like, wow, a 3-hour stream. I was like, man, he didn't see that one where we did like 4.5 hours. Because, we split it when we do the members only. So you don't see the full amount. It was longer than that. It was like almost 5 hours. Let's go. Sky AI had a good day. It sure did. I don't know anything about it. Let's look at it real quick. It's a Saturday stream. I love Saturday streams because they're like a combination of a Friday night DeFi gaming stream mixed with our regular stream, right? Where we raise that crypto IQ. I do remember this project because it did the whole dark side of the moon thing over here. How MCP benefits blockchain. MCP enables large language models to fetch on-chain data aggregation. Or is it data? Is it data or data? I don't know. Data in real time, unlocking anonymous decision making. Pretty cool stuff. All right, where are we at? Data set. They're gonna tout some analytics. That's probably gonna go over most people's heads. Enhance the on-chain data interconnection capabilities of any agent. So as far as being AI, they're also agentic network in all of that type of stuff, resources, prompts, tools. So all the AI stuff. We're just kicking off the stream. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty right off the bat, as I'm sure this project will be trending. Just wanted to check it out. And I do remember it's one of the products of being here every day on the stream. We also got Dusk, Tag, and Engine all pumping here. Love to see that. And who knows what everything was before this little bit of dump here. Let's show it. Bang, bang. And I went ahead and kind of jumped in and set a stop loss pretty close to the bone here. It's so funny. I'd been in that short that everybody knows I fell asleep on, right? I fell asleep in a short. And hey, we're 2 super chats to our 5 super chat goal of the night. It's pretty amazing, and we've been streaming for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Beautiful. Melissa said teacher. I'm honored. Definitely honored. But we have so much to go over tonight. I hope everybody is ready. Who's got to clock out early on me? I guess tomorrow's Sunday, so everybody should be pretty cool. Blues guy, you got to work tomorrow? I would like to know. And yeah, so anyways, this thing dumped. I was in a short that I fell asleep in. I got to get out and make $1, which is a good gain when you're just rocking with your 15 bucks, right? I had $10 trying to turn it into 20. I got to 16. I was in a short. I fell asleep. And then I was like negative $5. And I was like, I don't really want to lose all my gains, so I'm going to hold in tight. So I held tight for 2 days, and then this stupid thing dumped. I'd hate to see Bitcoin dump, but I needed it to dump to get out of that short. Lesson learned. Don't short the Bitcoin in an uptrend. I was just trying to get a little bit of a scalp, and it kind of caught me. But anyways, I got out. Happy about that. Looking to see if we can get a pump from here. Sup, dude? New sub here from the Lifer. Sunny Little Tree. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show, where we do a plethora of different things here. And there is a link to our free Discord in the chat if you want to hang out with us, see what all we got going on. We have a lot of things in the working, I'll tell you that, but we do all kinds of stuff here. So let's go ahead and do our price rundown. Like I said, I was in a short. I was able to get out. Now I've flipped long. Let's see what happens. They might try to shake us out. I think a lot of people probably have the same idea. And we're just kicking off the stream here. Love that. I love that Sam shouts me out sometimes. He really is the MVP for that. I've never asked him to do that. He does that all on his own grace. Amazing. Right on, Dread. Thank you very much. And for a couple people who might be in here who are new, we do airdrops, we do what's trending, we do some charts, we play some DeFi games, we do all kinds of different things. If you have anything you want me to look up, let me know. We're a small and growing community, so we have the time to really give to people. So if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and ask. I am an open book here. Bitcoin, $71,772. Ethereum, $2,225. Not too bad after having a little bit of a dip. Honestly, we're holding up all right. XRP, $1.33. BNB, $596. Just chilling a little under $600. I mean, all of these prices would have been better before this dip, right? $82 for Solana. Dogecoin chilling at a low 9 cents. Hyperliquid, $41.32. Doing all right in the last 7 days, up 14.5%. Cardano, 24 cents. Chainlink, $8.82. XMR, $338. Zcash, $363. Zcash killing it, up 47%. For those who don't know, in our Discord, we have our resident traders in there. Green Fingers, Bankroll, who's kind of the leader there. Still Nasty is hanging in there. We got a lot of cool people over there trading. Mamba is building an incredible whole trading thing. He's a bit of a science guy and a developer. It's really cool. He's always taking up resident in our voice chat, where you can pretty much hang out with him and people pop in and out of there all day long trading. Really cool stuff if you're into it. If you're a lifer, you're probably a trader too. Good community. Canton Network, 14.5 cents. XLM, 15 cents. Memecore hanging in there at 30. All right, 30 at 20 at 23. I kept wanting to say 32. Maybe I'm dyslexic with numbers. Is that a thing? 6.8% in the last 7 days though. So Memecore didn't really dip too hard, right? Shout out to Memex. If you don't know what Memex is, I gotta show it off for a second. It's like a Web3 version of Twitter. Right now, it is pretty much taken up by a lot of your meme people, but it's literally called Memex. So what do you expect? But it's cool stuff. A lot of people from all over the world. I actually get a lot of engagement, other than like Twitter, where I get banned. I don't even know what I did, but I got banned, and it's nonsense. And it's taken them like 3 days to get back to me. I really don't post over there all that often, so I'll be very interested to see if they ever give me a reason why they banned me, right? That would be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, we get some decent numbers over here. Much better than Twitter. What can I say? And see, look, guys, this is what I was talking about. When I switch things to 18 and up so we can play some stake.com and stuff, it does this to my video. What's more appealing, this or like this, where the video starts playing? I want to say that that's more appealing. I like when I did the picture and the video. I think I'm going to keep doing that. All right, cool. Anyways, moving on. Enough about me. Avalanche, $9.10. HBAR, 8.5 cents. Let's call it sweet. Still on sale at 91 cents, in my opinion. And then we go look for the king of Flare. We owe it to him. 83 by market cap for Flare. We love some Flare ecosystem stuff. And for those who don't know, usually towards the end of the stream, about hour and a half, usually about 2 hours into the stream, we switch to a members only stream. We do have a membership here. You get some custom emojis on my regular show. The new people here, those custom emojis. All right, let's go take a look at what's trending for sure. And I'm really eager to see, are we getting a bounce here? Or are we going to get kind of a continuation thing, right? Are we going to get something like, come on. Are we going to get one of these kind of things with a continued drop? Or are we just, you know, it was a little bit of some news, caught people off guard, people dumped on a Saturday, low liquidity, nobody really bought it back up, people saw the dump, and then other people started dumping. Or are we going to get like a nice reversal pattern, right? Are we going to get like a double bottom or an inverted head and shoulder, cup and handle? So many options. Time will tell. This is a 15-minute chart. So we should probably drop to like the 3-minute chart. There we go. Actually, let's go to the 1-minute chart because I love the 1-minute chart. Does look very cup and handle. Looks very cup and handle, very inverted head and shoulder. So here's your cup and handle. And then, of course, here's kind of your inverted head and shoulder. Of course, you know, there's many patterns inside a lot of different things. By the way, the membership is literally like $2, $3 a month. And you get to come to the members only stream at the end of the stream. If it's the first time you've been here, just hang out, see if you like it, obviously. I'm not trying to twist your arm. I'm here regardless. Yeah, so maybe we'll go back to this 72,428 very much feels like where the 200. So it looks like on the 1 minute we might run back up to the 200-day moving average, and then that'll be the moment we see if we get rejected or not. Been a student of the lifer for about 3.5 years, maybe closer to 4. So I got a little bit of lifer vision for sure. Let's take a look at what's trending. Wind Moon. Ah, man, you missed it. It was yesterday. They came back from the moon. Yep. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you all. And yeah, let's see what's trending. Bitcoin, of course, is trending. OpenVPP. That's hilarious. There's a bar not far from me in a town called Venice. It's called the Open Venice Pub, and that's what it reminds me of. Anyways, we'll check that out. Firo is one of those. I don't know why I want to say security coin. It's a privacy coin, right? And it was one that really didn't catch the steam like, you know, Zcash and Monero did, and a lot of Dash and a lot of old coins when we had that whole era caught a lot of attention. And Firo, a lot of people speculated it was going to. It caught a little bit, but people really thought it was going to have a big boom. And it never really did, but it's up 19% in the last 7 days, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. All right, and when we're going down what's trending, we're very much looking at what's trending, of course, but we're also looking for coins that we rather haven't looked at in a while, don't know anything about because they're brand new, stuff like that. Signing off for the night. Have a good stream. Hey, you're the GOAT, Cryptic Quentin, for being here when you got to be at work in 4 hours. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, he's telling the truth. Don't forget. BitTensor getting crushed. Hasn't really recovered yet. I just realized that it would probably be smart of me to throw an alert on TradingView. So let's do that. All right, I'm in the back end. All right, I'm back. Hyperliquid, SWI, Finnish token, VVV, OKZoo, which we'll look at. It's not really new, but you probably don't know what it is. Rave DAO has been just hot, probably because there's a lot of conventions and stuff coming up, right? So Rave DAO is hot. World Liberty, Finance, Render, and Dogecoin. All right. What do we want to look at? Let's look at this OpenVPP. Migrated from an old contract to a new contract. For more information, please look at this post. 14.1 million. Max chart says token generation event. Not to be confused with the beginning of the project, but just a token generation event. March 19th, 2026. A billion max supply and 805 million circulating supply. So you only got about, well, technically 195 million. If you want to get real exact, 195 million tokens to come out here. All right. Let's look at the 7-day, though. There we go. So in the last 7 days, we're up 122%, 0.007 to a high of 0.02. So a nice gain by all accounts. Base contract, so it's native to base. And this is openvpp.energy. So that tells us right there, it's in the energy category. The Internet of Energy, rails of the decentralized global electric grid. 2 chains, 1 grid. Look at this. I mean, really, guys, look at it. Base, consumer layer, ARC, utility layer. I'm doing my thumbnail pose. Why do I do this in all of my I don't know, because I don't know what else to do. I haven't been posing for cameras my whole life. I know I got a beautiful face, but you know, they haven't always been beating me down trying to take my picture. Yeah, off in the weeds, side salad, if you will. Maybe the weeds are inside. Never mind. ARC, utility layer. Where do we know that from? ARC is the layer that's being built by Circle. It even says built on Circle's Ethereum layer 1. That is literally what we're doing airdrops for ARC. We're doing airdrops. We're hunting airdrops, right? Nothing is guaranteed. We're hunting airdrops for Robinhood, Testnet, and ARC. Those are our 2 main focus that we do every day. I'm willing to add some more. We'll see what it brings. But I'm just interested to see. This looks like a newer project that's getting a lot more hype. Their infrastructure, right? Their energy, their DPIN, whatever you want to call it. And they got ARC front and center. I did that on purpose. Of course I did. Welcome to OpenVPP. Looks like they have some kind of mobile app, maybe. So sign in, connect device, record on-chain, receive rewards, cash out. Okay. What are they monitoring though? Just like energy. Let's see. They got the water heater. So if you have like a lot of those technical devices, right? Like some people have smart thermostats, smart water heaters, smart cars, all of that kind of stuff. I guess maybe you can link it to this and earn some kind of rewards. Everybody wants your data. Data is a gold mine. I don't think a lot of people realize how much of a gold mine data is. All right, let's touch on Furo real quick. Reliable J in the building. Welcome, my man. Always supporting us. Always super reliable. Shout out to Reliable J. Melissa says, we Plague Dogs in the building. What's up, man? I'm feeling great on a Saturday night. Man, I don't know. I came in, I was a little tired. I was a little last minute. I'm trying to get everything together. And then, I'm watching The Lifer. And then he goes over my channel and says some nice things. And man, it just fired me up. I'm ready to go. Let's stream for 6 hours tonight. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. I know everybody's got to work tomorrow. Melissa said she had to work tomorrow, right? Late night with the little ones, just got him to bed. Nice. Now you're free to hang out with the undergrounders. Hopefully he doesn't wake up, right? Hopefully the little ones don't wake up. 13.7 million in market cap. I wish my little ones would go to bed this early. Man, my girl is a night owl. 13.7 million. She'll go to bed, but she just gets back up. Let's look at the max chart. Furo has been around for a long time. something like October 5th, 2016, very early on. And it's had, look at this, it had one huge run. It'd be easier to look at it over here. All-time high for Firo, December 26, 2017. Shout out to that altcoin season. $139.77. Just couldn't hit 140, right? And now what is it? 74 cents. So man, that makes it down 99.5%. But of course, that was 2017. We can't live in the past now, can we? Let's go to their website. Hey, everybody hanging out in the chat. Love that. Let's keep this chat running. Let's keep pulling people in. So, sparking a privacy revolution. Are they, though? Are they really sparking a privacy revolution? Now, when we were in that craze of Zcash getting its big pump, you know, Monero going to all-time high or whatever, I learned that Firo actually is something that has led the way and has developed a lot of technology, this Dandelion++ technology, right? And is actually integrated and used in a lot of places that you wouldn't think. I thought that was really cool. So they're contributing. They probably should get a lot more credit, for sure. But, sorry, I can hear my baby crying. She must fell down or something. That dad instinct right there. Stop on a dime. I'm like, what's wrong with my baby girl? All right. Yeah. Anyways, what are they talking about? Oh, yeah, that they're integrated with a lot of stuff. Yeah, that really threw me off. Anyways. What else we want to look at real quick? OKZoo. OKZoo is up 300% in the last, what was it, 7 days? Last 7 days, we are up 300%. I mean, I wish I would have known this thing was going to bang on them. So, BNB contract. Are we looking at some of these things coming back up? Some of these DeFi, BNB chain. I almost wanted to make sure I knew what it was before I speak, because I think I was mixing it up with another project. All right, yeah, this was really interesting. I remember going over this. So you have, you know, Internet of Things infrastructure, of course, and you have this OKZoo V2 environmental data network, P-Mini-01, P-Mini-02, which I believe are actual physical devices, and then you have their PNFTs, Internet of Things token, and a roadmap. This is pretty cool stuff, I believe. Again, I'm not sure if I'm mixing this up with another project, so kind of getting it to come up. Why is it taking so long to load? I promise I don't have cheap internet. Said I can hang some tonight, but unfortunately next week, long ass hours. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Melissa. You'll be here in spirit. I know that. Ooh, this is never a good sign. This is what it looks like when a project doesn't pay for their servers. I don't like that. Let's look at this one. Does anything work? It could just be a mess up, I guess, on their half. Yeah. It looks like maybe they didn't pay for their server time. It's just that whenever I've been in a project a long time and then it's gone down the tubes and then I keep checking on it to see, you know, if it's still around. Once you get that message where it like shows you, you know, that it's not coming from the server anymore. I'm no IT nerd, but that usually means it's cooked and they're not paying for their server access and stuff, and the website's pretty much dead at that point. So that's weird that they would be doing that when they're getting so much attention. Hopefully they fix that. We'll check on that in a day or two. We could at least go to their Twitter real quick. P-Dogs, yep, exactly. The world's first urban-scale, decentralized environmental data network powered by advanced Internet AI of Things, Internet of Things, AI Internet of Things. You get the gist, right? They have 651.2 thousand followers, so it's like really hard to believe that they're just gonna like not pay for their website and go into the ground. One thing that could totally be happening is they could be switching to a new website. Let's see. Please be advised, OKZoo.app is the sole official website for this. So let's go. Is it the same thing? No. Okay, so it looks like the website that they have, okzoo.app. We were just here the other day. This is what I remember. I don't know. Must be like an old link or something, because this is /en. And it doesn't. Yeah, they don't have that /en. At least not in the local link there. That's fishy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I just got hacked. All the wallets drained. Oh, dude, I keep thinking that it's loading. This is not loading. It actually is. This is how you interact with your pet. I remember this. This is the website I was looking for, and it didn't happen. So this is how it works. You bid and receive. Every blank comes with link your blank in OKZoo V2. Interact with your pet every day. It is Crypto Tamagotchi. Hey, you know you want a Crypto Tamagotchi out here. You want to feed that thing every day. Feed your Tamagotchi some XRP, some Bitcoin, maybe whatever cryptocurrency you're not a big fan of. You buy some and then you feed it to your Crypto Tamagotchi. It says to connect a wallet. What do I want to connect? Let's connect our MetaMask wallet, which is probably not logged in. There we go. All right, preparing message, verify your account. It's weird. I'm not having anything pop up. Must be broken. This is a burner wallet, by the way. Even if it has a couple $100 in it, it's still a burner wallet. Yeah, loading. There you go. I will be in a few hours, but you rest the mind, soul, and foot there, Blue. Been applying layers upon layers of castor oil. The foot is almost 100%. That's what we want to hear, brother. Why does my watch randomly lock me out? Okay, it's not working. Amazing. All right. Well, we're moving on from this. I don't know what their problem is. They need to fix their stuff one way or the other. And then, of course, Rave DAO. What would crypto be without a crypto rave? Are all these crypto influencers just out here raving, rolling, doing all the crazy stuff? They probably are. Who knows? 503.1 million in market cap. I'm always not surprised with people when I hang out with them in real life and the things that they do. RaveDAO.com. Ethereum contract, base contract, BNB smart contract. Music, Binance, Alpha Spotlight, and Base Native. Of course, it's a rave, so of course music makes a lot of sense. Let's check out their website. Let's see if they ever redid their website. No, it's the same website. So really, what is there to look here except for maybe like events? There's one in Singapore. This got to be old though, right? Yeah, that's from October 3rd, 2025. They had these people there. I don't know anything about the rave world. You have Rave Dubai. Is that all? They don't have any coming up? We got Las Vegas and Miami Consensus coming up. And they don't have anything out for it? Seems like they're kind of missing the ball there a little bit. Missing the mark. I don't know. Maybe they only post about them after. 4,000 attendees all bought on chain. Probably because that's the only way to buy it, right? VIP table sold 95% paid in crypto. I know Reliable J is going to hit the rave with the Eye of Horus in it. If you know, you know. When he's in Vegas with the lifers. Oh, you saw the play. You saw the Panzer dogs. All right, let's hop over here and take a look at our Fear and Greed Index. See what we're going on today. Melissa says, I love my Bitfrost wallet and Rabby wallet. Phantom is a good one too. I really like Soulflare for sure. What else do I like that XRP wallet that we've been using. Examan or whatever it's supposed to be. That one's really cool. And it's funny because when I use it, it talks about Bitfrost. So I wonder if it uses Bitfrost in the back end of it or something. Fear and Greed Index is at 16 today. Had an idea once for a token people could buy to fund a festival, and holders could vote on artists and try and book. LOL, yeah. Reliable J says, you know it. Hey, I knew. You strike me as a rave kind of guy. I'm joking, of course. Fear and Greed Index at 16. I thought I clicked on it. I thought it's gonna pop up, make it nice and big. Yesterday was 15. 7 days ago was 12, 15. So we've been ranging for at least a while now. We were as low as 5, but for the most part, it's been things like 10 and 11. What do we have? A high up to, what is this? 28 on March 16th. Way to go. All right, let's go take a look at what is trending. And of course, altcoin index is at 39. Nomina still trending. The J stands for jungle. The reliable jungle. Hey, that's a good name. Nomina is it's a DEX, if you will. It's a little bit different, but for all intent purposes, it's a decentralized exchange. Based is also a decentralized exchange. TrueFi is Truth Finance. No, I'm just kidding. TrueFi is a DeFi protocol for uncollateralized lending, powered, not protocol, by the True token. So it's a lending token. It's financial. It's 13 million. Been as high as 425 million. Huge disparity. R2 again, another yield type product. Seems like it's actually for bigger money, right? It's set up and it looks like it's for old money. You got the R2 Reserve, 3.5 APY. Then you have this R2 Prime. It says it's a long-term core allocation. 7.4 APY for those to whom it may concern. Let's move on from that. We've been talking about this stuff like every day. Thank God for the pop-ups over on Crypto Rank. Gratitude is the attitude. I love clicking out of them every 30 seconds. It really makes my day. OneFootball, or OFC. OneFootball is the token powering the OneFootball's football fan economy. That seems a little bit repetitive, don't you think? 8.3 million in market cap, only been as high as 13.5. It's like a random football thing. And I said this the other day. I love how they try to claim it, right? Join 3.5 billion football fans. Yeah, there's 3.5 billion soccer fans in the world, I'm sure. I believe that. But, I mean, how many of them are using this app? Like, I don't know, 100, 200, maybe? So, yeah, I think it's pretty funny. We'll see what it does. I'm not saying it can't do anything. I'm just saying I've seen a lot of these projects that are very similar to this come and go. So it is what it is. When raves were actually raves. He said, yeah, bro, like 30 years ago, Further Fest. Yeah, exactly. When raves were actually raves. Yeah. Today they're not raves. They're EDM, electronic dance music festivals, which, I mean, I don't hate it. I have this one friend who, he spends all of his money going to raves, trying to meet women or something. It's hard to watch. It's very painful to watch, okay? But it's not working. Hemi. Let's see. Hemi is Bitcoin DeFi. Oh, there's Portal. They've been running together. So we have a lot of weird things running together. Let's make this the top 20 and not the top 10. So over on CoinGecko, I thought it was very interesting that we had this Open VPP. That's fun to say a bunch of times, which is energy. That's the point. It's an energy token. And then as you come down, you had OK Zoo looked like it had something to do with energy. Wasn't there another energy token? I don't know. But anyways, we got a couple Bitcoin DeFi ones, which is Hemi and Portal. And then we have Stakestone and Redstone. Interesting, right? And, of course, different yield products like Superform and TrueFi. Oh, wait, no. Superform goes with R2. That's what it is. And then you have decentralized exchanges like Based and Nomina. TrueFi you could put in that category. So you can see the different categories that are kind of running together. Ooh, Lab. I haven't seen Lab around for a while. Aria AI. I'm so used to there being a dot. It's just Aria AI. It's supposed to be a gaming thing, but I can't find the game. John Code Taxon in this century, though. Right? All right, let's go to Aria. I don't know what to call it. It's AI. I don't like the font. I got to point that out. Aria AI is an AI game platform designed with its own IP-related gameplay at its core. But does it really? You can connect your Twitter. You can go to its home. On DeFi Friday, I really meant to go to the YouTube and stuff and check it out, and I never did. Let's see. I want to see some gameplay. Ooh, that's not good for YouTube. This channel has no content. I'm going to go with this thing is pretty much junk. That's my take. How do you have a YouTube and no videos posted? Like, what's the point of even putting a link to a YouTube when you have nothing posted over there? So I'm going to go with the same thing I said about Siren, which Siren did pump a lot, but I don't think it ever really did anything. That's my take from there. Drift Protocol. Blues Guy says, once upon a time, raves, LOL, I remember. Yeah. I feel like raves were the next generation's disco parties. Like the generation before that, they had discos, and that was the happening groovy thing to do. And raves was the next generation. And then we got, I'm not saying we, I'm a part of that generation, but yeah, the generation now is pretty much just stuck with EDM festivals, which are lame. Drift Protocol, that's all I gotta say about that. Drift Protocol, if you don't know, it brings on-chain cross-margin perpetual futures to Solana, what you've all been waiting for, using a dynamic VAMM, also known as a DAM mechanism on Solana. It was introduced in the mid-2020s. Lab I haven't seen around in a while. Blue says, bro, disco. There you go. Lab is pretty cool. Memes Lab is a mini app in Telegram building, I think is what it's supposed to be. Building instruments with activity for launch and growing memes. I thought this was a DeFi project, so they got me. I thought this was something else. The 14th of October 2025 to be exact. The 12.6 million in market cap, been as high as 16.6 million. That's not really a bad look. The chart doesn't look awful. It just set a new all-time high today. Thing is, I swear Lab was something else. Yeah, I remember this. The unified layer for on-chain trading. That's what I thought. I thought it was trading. But then it says, yeah, designed to cover the entire trading experience. So how come on CoinGecko it says Memes Lab? Oh, that's just the name of it. Weird. Why would you name yourself Memes Lab and then be decentralized exchange, trading exchange? Doesn't seem like it matches. I'm not going to open it on Telegram. No, ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, we do, but we don't need to do all that. Core team. I love that CoinGecko gives you the core team. It's pretty cool stuff. Redstone, Bluestone, Greenstone, Stakestone. All the stones. We've been over those a bunch. Fabric Protocol is AI agentic networks, but for real life. Rave DAO, we just went over that. Rayless. is a layer 1 blockchain for banks and users. They say that they're going to bring trillions of people on. Built. This is where it's always deceiving. It's kind of like the 3.5 billion soccer fans or whatever thing. It's like they're built to bring 100 trillion liquidity and 6 billion bank customers on chain. Like, they're built for it. Like, they could handle it, I guess. They had it in their mind when they created it. But that doesn't mean they're going to bring $100 trillion in liquidity. I mean, come on. $100 trillion in liquidity? That is freaking That is insane, right? But they do say that they're quantum safe, privacy preservation. So that makes me feel like they might do something. My buddy texted me. It's his birthday. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to go to Sarasota tonight for his birthday. If you don't live around here, you don't know. I mean, it's like a big place, or it's a popular place. A lot of money in Sarasota, right? The lifer lives in Sarasota. I live like 25 minutes outside of Sarasota. Anyways, said he was still working on an Audi. He's a car guy, or a mechanic, right? He's got his cars, but he's always working on something. Superform is Yield, Wormhole, and Mezzo. Wormhole's been around for quite some time, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Yeah, Wormhole's been around for a hot minute. I should probably be looking at that trade I'm in, huh? Is Bitcoin pumping? Tell me Bitcoin's pumping. I didn't see myself get kicked out of it yet. The 3rd of April, 2024. Okay. It's not quite as old as I thought it was. 71.8 million. Been as high as 2.8 billion. Or 2.88 billion. Wormhole enables growing suites of products built around the foundational Wormhole messaging protocol. I don't like the disparity between these numbers. I think that's just... It always puts like a bad taste in my mouth when the disparity between the market cap and the all-time high market cap is that big. It's kind of crazy, but we'll take a look at it. Financial infrastructure for the modern economy. There you go. They have a messaging protocol, but that doesn't necessarily mean like text messaging or, Facebook messaging. Not that kind of messaging, right? Wormhole is a connective layer that moves assets, data, and applications across ecosystems as if they were one. So they're trying to be on top of all that interoperability. Let's see. Yep, 33 vinyls, 45s. Yeah, it's funny. My buddy's band, San Francisco Renaissance Band, which I linked his other one. They put out 45s, right? Because they love that old school stuff. So 33 vinyl, yep, 45s, 12 inches. They're gonna do 12 inches on the next one. Studio 54, bell bottom pants, rainbow, big fro. You got it. Blues, you're going way back, right? You just lost everybody. Poncho. I'm talking the early 90s, says Reliable J. LOL. Yeah, way back. I bet you looked awesome with your bell bottoms. Hey, a lot of that stuff is back in popularity. It's hilarious what comes back into popularity with clothes. And it's extra hilarious that I know anything about it because I've never been that kind of person to care anything about style in clothes. That was never my thing. I was a skater most of my life, a Rasta, a pothead, if you will. That's what most people would have caught me. I would have thought of myself more as a Rasta. Well, I was. I didn't think of myself as one, but you get my point. Is I was never big into fashion, right? I wasn't trying to look flashy. We were in t-shirts and jeans, throwing ourselves down 6 stairs, 8 stairs, stuff like that. 14.4 million in market cap, 38 million. Not a bad disparity here. Mezzo is an EVM compatible layer 2 chain that provides banking service for Bitcoin. That's why I always forget what this is. This is another Bitcoin DeFi type project. I wish I could go back to the 80s. The 80s were awesome. Hey, that's how I feel about the 90s. I thought the 90s were fun. The early 2000s was like the 90s got weird. That's what I got out of it. 70s were better. Hey, everybody's got their opinion here, I guess. How much are we up or down? I am up a solid 2.5 cents. I'm still playing this. I'm rocking with this right here. This flag, this cup and handle, if you will. This happens a lot where you get the cup and handle, right? It's the ugliest handle you ever saw. Also highly unnecessary because I already had. Okay, you get the point. Cup, I already had the handle drawn. And I see this all the time where then it does this. Like just weird sideways, up, down, and then doom. And then it does it. It might be waiting. Also, what I do see a lot is this 200 come down and price kind of goes sideways until they meet. And then it picks a direction up or down. I am an artiste. So the 1 minute stochastic is topping out. How's that? 3 actually was starting to dump and it caught itself. How's that? 5. 5's a little high. 15 minute just getting started though. The hour is pretty bottomed out. That move really, it was already starting to come down. Okay, cool. Donkey Kong, there you go. Used to have that on my Nintendo 64. Used to play it every day. Yeah, I heard the 70s was awesome. I watched people's YouTube videos about the life in the 70s, television. Oh man, you guys just reminded me of something. I gotta link some videos that are for the documentary that they're doing with my buddy's band. It's a documentary. It's like a time capsule thing for a place called Jasper in Florida. It's about the band. It's about the location. It's about the place. It's just really cool. And the full documentary is not out yet, but they put out a few teasers, and they just put a new one out after the weekend. It was pretty cool. I'm going to throw it up in the Discord at some point for everybody to look at. What do you say, UG, BTC, television, Colco? Blues guy said, what do you say, UG, BTC? Are you asking me what I say about Bitcoin? I'm in a long. I don't know if you were here. I said that I was in a short. I fell asleep like 2 days ago. Got kind of cooked on it. Got a little cooked on it. And I really needed to get out. And we finally had a big dump and I was able to get out. I see a cup and handle with a possible move. Let's go to the 3 minute. I like the 3 minute. Very good in between the 1 and the 5. But if you want to take that away, now I'm really going to confuse everybody. You kind of have this going on too. Right? Which could be a continuation pattern, right? All I know is the fact of my own ignorance. Let's look at that. So it could go up, it could go down. You heard it here first on the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Could go up, could go down. Let's check out that Fogo fishing. What are we up to? Again, this is like a mix between Friday and a regular show. I said both. I meant C. I played Papa a video game on it. Melissa, wow, you had both? Back in the early 80s, you guys were rich, right? So we're still stacking up those fish tokens. Hopefully we have an altcoin season at some point. Ooh, I just hit some kind of really good hit. Yeah. So I got like 350,000 fish. I'll take it. Actually really interested to see what's going to happen here. Let's go to that 1 minute because now we're in the tightest part of this, right? Not that the chart cares. You know, you could be in a tight part of this channel and then it just do this forever, and it just doesn't even care. Doesn't care about what you drew. We might be dumping right here. I am down 30 cents. They were cheap on playing Nintendo or Atari. You also had at TV. OMG. Hey, you guys are losing me with some of that stuff. Y'all reminiscing about the good old days over there. Let me tell you guys a story about some crypto. And it's real funny. I actually totally forgot today that I never set up a show. And I just so happened to have a show set up from like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something, where I was going to do a Saturday show, and then I ended up having something pop up. And so that's what I used. So crypto is turning into something bigger. Nice. That's just a random title that doesn't actually go with our series at all. Come on, ChatGPT. I already preloaded all this stuff and it's got to do this to me. All right. I guess we are going to do... And here's my prediction. Out, retest, some more nonsense, and then we pump. That's my prediction. So, if ChatGPT would work, that would be great. They never bought me one. Oh, that sucks. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So let me tell you a story. Let's wrap up this series. Remember, this series this week was all about your crypto IQ going up, but your emotional intelligence going up, right? So crypto is a space where people come and go constantly. Very true. New people show up when things are exciting. Old people disappear when things slow down. Attention comes in waves. And if you zoom out, you realize something interesting. Most people don't stay long enough to really understand what they're a part of. They experience one phase, maybe two phases, right? But not usually a full cycle. And then they move on. And then there's another group. Smaller, quieter, less reactive. They stay. Cycle after cycle. One of me's. What's up, guys? I know y'all are like me. They stay when it's slow. They stay when nothing feels obvious. They stay when there's no emotional pull to keep them engaged. And over time, they get super duper rich. Or at least we used to. I don't know what's going on in crypto anymore. That changes how they see everything, because when you stay long enough, you start seeing patterns. You start recognizing behavior. You stop reacting to every move. You stop chasing every narrative. You start understanding the space differently. You raised your crypto IQ. Congratulations. That's the shift. You came to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. And it starts to feel like something you can actually read. And the only way to get there is to stay long enough to see it. And while I got you guys locked in, while you guys have your IQ raising caps on, let's keep going. Most people experience crypto in shorter windows, right? Most people have never even been through a full cycle. They come in and out, in and out, in and out, and they buy the tops and sell the bottoms, and they lose their money. And they talk about how much they hate crypto when they're not in the cycles. When it gets exciting, they do come back, right? A lot of people only see crypto during the hype, the movement, and the excitement. They don't stay through full cycles, so their understanding stays shallow. Staying changes perspective. When you stay long enough, you stop reacting emotionally to every phase. You start recognizing patterns, attention cycles, behavior cycles, and shifts, narrative rotation. That gives you a completely different lens. Consistency beats intensity. The, quantifiable measurement of coming to the stream day after day after day, I believe, is going to make you a better speculator in the space, because you're going to understand a lot of things that people who just come and go, they haven't got. Consistency beats intensity, right? And this goes for anything, for anybody who needs a word of knowledge. You could be really high intensity for short bursts of time, weeks even. You might think it was you might think you're consistent because you were intense about something for a month or 2 months. But although that's great, if you don't have the consistency to draw that time period out over years, people who did a lot less intensity than you but just remain consistent for years at a time will do a lot better. A really good example of this is working out. That you have people who they go to the gym, they're only there for 25-30 minutes, they've been doing it for years, they're in great shape. Then you have people who go to the gym, they're in and out, they go high intensity for a month or two at a time, and then you don't see them in the gym for 6-7 months at a time, and then the cycle repeats. A lot of people, it's a year, right? It's the beginning of the year, they're going to get back into it. They do like a high intensity month or two where they're actually fired up, but they don't have the discipline and the staying power, or their life is just too busy, and then you see them next year. A lot of people go all in when they're excited, and they disappear when they're not. But long-term engagement is built through consistency, not emotional spikes. A big part of this channel and what we're doing is to hopefully kind of feed it to you and give it to you in an easy way where, like, it's easy for you to show up, right? All you got to do is show up. You're going to know what's trending. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to know the sentiment. You're going to know fear and greed index type of thing, you know, sentiment in the market. You might even get some charts and things like that. But, like, you could kind of stay plugged in to where we are, news cycle, all that kind of stuff, what's going on in crypto without, through a bear market, without actually really having to go deep dive all the stuff yourself. Yeah, Reliable J says years, bro. Exactly. Melissa says, my father was a professional mover, so if he wanted to keep something like a TV or a couch, we got it. So there's many times TVs was never an issue, but having internet was. Hey, I feel that. My buddy had a moving company for a long time. I worked for him. Then I started a moving company. I had it for a little while. A lot of big moving companies pouring a lot of money into marketing around me. Plus my main squeeze was my handyman. But it goes both ways. On the handyman side of things and on the moving company side of things, people are always trying to give you everything. Like if you pick up a couch from somebody new, from a business, and you take it to somebody, it's their new couch, they always try to give you their old couch. I just did a job the other day moving some stuff around, and a lady gave me a whole bedroom set. It's probably worth like a couple $1,000s. I'm trying to sell it, but yeah, when you're a mover, they give you a lot of stuff. Detachment improves decision making. People who stay tend to be less reactive over time, right? We're numb, less emotional. They say less emotional, less impulsive, but we're just numb because they've gone through cycles to know that things change. Curiosity keeps people engaged, right? The people who stay are usually not just chasing money. They're curious, they're interested, they want to raise their crypto IQ. They're curious about the space, the behavior, and how things evolve, how blockchain technology will one day run the world, probably in the back end of stuff, and you won't even realize that it's going on. That curiosity keeps them engaged even when the market is quiet. Raise your hand, everybody, silently. They stop needing constant stimulation, right? This is important. People who stay don't need crypto to feel exciting. This kind of goes back to the analogy of going to the gym or anything. If you need kind of a constant pat on the back, you're probably going to fade out. If you're just doing it because you like to do something difficult every day, then you're going to keep showing up. They're comfortable in slower phases, and it's a huge advantage. So the core insight here is staying in crypto isn't about being right all the time. It's about staying long enough to understand what's actually happening at the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show that you plug into every night. Did I sell it? Did I sell it good enough, guys? Did I do it? All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm on one tonight. I don't know what to tell you. It's Saturday. Let's do our airdrop stuff. Yep, don't forget to slap the crap out of that like button. Well said. We should turn one of your containers into an apartment, LOL, with the stuff you get from peeps, right? I just try to keep it flipping, dating and dipping. We could expand, buy a little land. All right, never mind. Got lost there. Need a commercial building down there with tall doors. Blue Sky says, great job, bro. Thank you. I'm trying to sell it. I don't even have anything to sell you except for my membership. And my free Discord. Who sells a free Discord? I guess I do. Testnet. All right. And we have some cool stuff potentially coming to the Discord, right? All right, we GM'd on the Robinhood testnet. Just trying to create transactions, trying not to say all the repetitive things that I say every time we do airdrops. There might be a couple new people here tonight, so just so you know, we're trying to hunt down some free money out of the Robinhood testnet chain. But what are you really doing? You're trying to make transactions so that you help out the testnet and they reward you financially. But the fun thing about it is they don't tell you what it is that you need to do to get the airdrop, right? So let's go to this swap website, go to Robinhood. We will select, what do we usually do here? I think USDC. And we'll do like 0.005. Copy and paste it so I don't have to type it in every time, and then we'll just do a swap. This is all testnet stuff, right? So I'm not actually spending my money to do this. And we do it a couple of times just to get some extra transactions that come from, different places. What I do like about this is every time I do this, it says transactions 330 confirmed, which is pretty dope. I don't know if they count all of that as one, because obviously it gets verified through a bunch of different people and stuff. I think it all counts as like one transaction, but technically on chain it's like 330 transactions. So hopefully that's just absolutely racking up us some moolah on the chain. And why did I pick Robinhood testnet? Well, I think they have a little bit of money. And then of course Circle's gotta have a little bit of money. Like if Circle doesn't give people a decent airdrop, shame on them, because we know they got some bread, right? Oh, we got somebody hopping in the chat. Tell me about World Liberty Finance. I mean, it's a very open-ended thing. When you say that, how new are you, right? Like, you know what it is, right? I mean, it is a crypto financial infrastructure set up by Trump. I mean, he's accredited to it. I think it's actually like his sons and stuff, right? It's down, I think, like 95%. I think a lot of the markets and stuff are taking out their frustrations with a lot of things on Trump, on the things that are related to his name. He also has a lot of people in the big world of money and finances who just don't like him because he doesn't do their bidding. That's my opinion. He doesn't do what they tell him, what they want him to do. I think they stopped telling him what to do a long time ago because he doesn't listen. But either way, I think that's kind of what the jazz is there. And they've just been kind of trying to punish him financially as much as possible. That's why they sued the crap out of him for a long time. You get my point. So what's going on with that? I don't know. Will it ever actually be worth a lot of money? I don't know. Did you want like a whole bunch of details about him, or you just want to know if the number's going to go up? I don't think it's a scam. Yeah, please. I'm also one of the early investors. Okay. I hope it's not a scam. What do you think? I don't think it's a scam. If you're already invested in it, you already hold it. I never give financial advice, but I don't know how much money you put in. Maybe it was 1,000, maybe it was 100,000, maybe it was 1,000,000. I mean, money, what's a lot of money is different for everybody, right? It's a very perspective thing. But if it was me and I had something that I considered a mid to high amount of money in it, and I was down like that, I'd sit tight, right? We're in a bear market. So I wouldn't get too crazy. I wouldn't go running off trying to sell my position in something like that so low in a bear market, right? Like, you don't want to sell a bear market. If you bought a bull market, don't sell in a bear market. I would at least hold on, because even if it doesn't go back, even if it doesn't go back to where you bought it at, it's very highly likely in a bull market going to go a lot higher than it is right now. So unless you're super desperate, unless I was super desperate, I don't know why I would sell right now. Does that make sense? I want to know if it's going to blow up. It could. It could. I mean, I guess it just kind of depends on how things play out here, you know, and the rest of his, well, he's got a while to go for his presidency, right? So I think you'll see it go up. In my opinion, I think it'll go up before he's out of office. But I think it's built for a long term. I think that World Liberty Finance is built to prosper over long term. If they are smart at all financially, I think they would be scooping up a lot of the coins in the bear market right now, because they're going to be worth a lot more money later. And I think that they're going to do very well down the line. But that's my opinion, right? We got another one. It says, want to try limbo strategy on stake. What's limbo strategy? Talk to me. I'm all for it. Create a lack of support. Yeah, exactly. I want to know if it's going to blow up. I think it'll do well. I just think it's going to take time. In this space, investing is usually not a year, 6 month kind of thing, unless you just get lucky and you come in at the beginning of a bull market, which I had the luxury of doing one time on accident. But other than that, you're going to hold things longer for sure. Let's see how my prediction played out. Get out of here. Hey, y'all saw me draw that live. I don't know where the Southern draw came in there for a minute, but I don't know where that accent come from. I'm terrible at accents, but look at that. Look at that. Let's see if it continues to follow that pattern. I think it's kind of hilarious. And of course, we could kind of fix our pattern here, maybe. Maybe that's a nicer looking pattern. Oh, I messed it up. It was something like this. There we go. Gotta have time in hands and belief in your investment. Build bags in the bear market. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to everybody rolling in. Smash that like button. Thanks for being here on a Saturday night. Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show. Free link to our free Discord in the chat. And again, we were doing our airdrop stuff for the Robinhood testnet. Let's see. Let me shout this out real quick. There's a really cool NW is our resident airdrop guy. Very glad that he's a part of our community. And then we got the Sellman NFT. I find a lot of stuff. He gave us this, right? This is a X account where he talks about a lot of airdrop stuff, right? He's got pinned for the base airdrop. I know people hear a lot about airdrops, right? Can you donate me $1,000? Absolutely not. No. Oof. You got to learn to build up a little bit of a connection first before you ask me for $1,000. I would think you should probably like come hang out for a couple of nights in a row, maybe. Then maybe I'll give you $1,000. But yeah, no, I'm not giving you no $1,000. You're not crazy reliable, Jay. I'm a Pulse person too. Yep, nothing wrong with the P chain. We got to do a little bit more P chain deep dive in. Somebody remind me to do that in the members only stream. I would love to do that. Anyways, this one I thought was interesting until I saw that they were doing like a 70 USD pool, 7 winners for $10 each. They raised $70 million and they're giving away $70. This got to be just like a part of something, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. Complete the task. $70 in USDC every person should get $70. 10 people should get 70. They should give away $700 and I would still be laughing at that. $70 to I don't even know what to say. How are you going to come on here and talk about raising $70 million and then be talking about giving $10 to 7 lucky winners? Like that is fucking stupid. And I don't curse on this stream much, but that's dumb. But anyways, don't do that one, right? Tempo looks like a cool one. Again, we're doing ARC because it is the, layer 1 for, here's ARC testnet for Circle, right? Affiliated with Circle, which is USDC. And then I'm doing Robinhood testnet because, of course, Robinhood has got to have some money, don't you think? I would think so. Hey, he tried, right? He tried. I'm a Flare network admirer. Wow, that's one way to put it. Sony used to be the best electronics, maybe still are, I don't know. So I used to have electronics teacher. I was in electronics in high school and stuff, and he literally was retired, and he used to work for Sony for like 20 something years. He was like high up in the company. I don't know, not an electrical engineer. He was some kind of scientist. I don't know. Then when he retired, he decided he wanted to teach high schoolers about how that stuff works, I guess. Shout out to Mr. Heister. Kindly create a meme coin. Let's make a good coin together. Yo, this guy's on one. He says, I hope it's not a scam about World Liberty Finance. Sir, I hope you're not a scam. That's what I hope. We're not drawing this community into no meme coin scam or nothing. No, thank you. My dad always had to have the newest Sony TV. Yeah, for sure. And we're still down. I feel like it went up. How are we still down here? Maybe we need to reload this. Look at that, 8% win. That was just me selling out after being down like friggin' 30% for 2 days. So glad I got out of that. I don't know, this is kind of downsending here. Very long arm of the cup and handle. Call this the cup and the mega handle. I like TVs that weighed like 150 pounds, right? I know somebody asked me like why they because I do a lot of TV wall mountings for people, and they were like, why didn't we ever mount TVs 20 years ago? And I was like, and it was a young kid. He was probably like 17. And I was like, dude, have you seen a TV from 20 years ago? That thing was hard to put in the house. Like, it was huge. I mean, my grandfather had one that was one of those big projector TVs. It was huge. If you wanted to have a big screen TV back in those days, like, it was ginormous. There's no way you could mount that thing on the wall. That thing was the wall. Legit. It's almost as tall as the ceiling. Anyways, yeah. Some airdrop stuff. We had a huge influx of people come through the stream there for a minute. I guess they didn't like me telling homie he can't have $1,000. I guess that's what it is. All right, let's go check out Chainers real quick. And let's see, what did we go live? We went live at like 10:10, a little over an hour. Saturday stream a little bit shorter. What is, no, I don't want to edit. No edit. What do we, let's bring that back. Come on. I don't like that they changed all these dynamics here. Not only do you have to get it in the right place, you gotta like hold it for a minute. There we go. At least they got rid of the stupid basket thing. You used to have to like pick them, and then you had to like hold a little basket over them. It was kind of silly. I'm glad they got rid of that. Says, I wish my parents were so cheap and old-fashioned that they continued to use beta tapes until rental stores stopped supporting them. Then we switched to VHS. There you go. Let's go check out our daily rewards here. Ooh, got me some more chili peppers. Who doesn't like growing some chili peppers with the spice? Spice is life. Is that it? We didn't get anything else? No, we got some other stuff. We got some immutable tokens. It's really weird. You get 30 immutable tokens, and when you collect them, you unlock 10 more immutable tokens. And I'm like, why didn't they just put 40 tokens together inside one thing and call it a day? Put that chicken out there. I don't have any food for it, I don't think. I used to have it out. I picked up the chicken because I wanted to upgrade the chicken. And I don't know what I need to do. Oh, you gotta hold it. So in this, let's see, what is it? Oh, we can merge our chili peppers. Red hot. What can you use those tokens for? I don't know. Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about those immutable X tokens. I have no idea. I always collect them. I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. I thought I could upgrade these chickens because I got 2 of them. But it's really weird when I go to the animals, right? I can't find chickens. Oh, wait, here it is. Chickens. But this is bird food. Oh, that's feed. No. Go to the actual animals, right? And go down, and they have brown chickens. Oh, that's how you make brown chickens, right? All right. Hold on. Hold up a minute. Let's put him away. Let's go to the merge. So that's how you get a brown chicken, but I don't have the feed. I don't have the chicken feed. So that's unfortunate. Back to the trade. Are they gonna let this thing pump or what? It's not usually a good look when we don't get a pump up to the 200, but actually we let the 200 come down to price action. I got Bookmap up over here. Let's take a look. So Big Red is not a ton of volume. It's the weekend. Big Red at 70,500. Dang, freaking hair driving me nuts. You know, I will say that the liquidity has been down at 70,500 before any of that news was announced, right? Just so everybody is aware of that. I need corn seed for that. Right, yep. All right, everybody, we've gone through a lot of stuff. It's a Saturday night. We don't usually get into it as heavy on a Saturday night. I might come hang out in the voice chat or something like that if anybody wants to get into it. Just at me. I know a lot of people got to get some rest. So I'm probably going to hop off, play one round of Panzer Dog real quick. If anybody needs me, they know how to reach me. Let's put it that way. Most of you guys have my personal number. So, yeah, if you need me, you know how to find me. That's crypto family, right? My core people, they got my number. They can hit my line. And if not, you guys just DM me on Discord. Don't sleep on that free Discord group. Possibility we might be getting calls in the group. That would be pretty dope. Worth it. Hit him with the missile, and I dang near killed myself. Ooh, got another one. Let me get that health. Let's go. Back in business. The boys are back in town. Come on. Go. Get out of here. Oh, I got it. Ooh, cooking him. Oh, get him. You like my commentary? Thank you, everybody. Have a great Sunday as well. I will be hopping in the voice chat and stuff like that when I can. I love what's going on. Go hit up the tab with Bankroll in it. Bankroll might not come to the stream every night, but Bankroll is doing his thing, right? Don't nobody think that Bankroll is just like sitting idle or something. He's doing his thing. He's bringing people into the group. He really is a very strong arm of this channel. Just in a totally different way than a lot of other stuff that we do. So shout out to Bankroll. When you see him, thank him for all that he does and all that he brings to the channel. Let's go. All right, everybody have a good night. Thank you for being here. We'll get back at it Monday. We'll keep doing the members only streams. I'll have a fresh topic for you guys. You know what it is. Stay underground. Stay crypto. Thank you for the super chats. Blues Guy and Melissa, you guys are the best. And yeah, it was a great stream. Underground Crypto out.